Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it away. Tonight, we gonna let it away. Tonight, we gonna let it just like the sunrise. We gonna let it away. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it away. Tonight, we gonna let it away. Tonight, we gonna let it away. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it away. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in to tonight's live of sorts. How's everybody doing? Just looking at the dogs there behind me. Let me put my rings back on. I was putting lotion on my face earlier and I took my rings off and I completely forgot to put them back on. So I'm going to do that really quick. But how's everybody's day going? What is today? I don't even know. It's Monday. It feels like a Monday. Sure does. I don't know if you guys think it feels like a Monday, but I think it feels like a Monday. Definitely. My week isn't starting until tomorrow, technically. So it's like kind of weird. Like it's not on a Monday, it's starting on a Tuesday. But welcome in, everybody. Let's see who we got in here. Well, let me see. We'll go up to the top. And I'll say hi to everybody, and then we'll get into what we're going to talk about. Hey, Catherine. She'll be back. She's probably back now. Hey, Ladybug. Hey, Kitsy Cats. Even though I hit Dawn's name, or Dawn's thing. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Mary Beth. I was just talking about you today. And look, here you are. Hopefully you're doing good. How are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry. I just read your comment, but I'm sorry. Must be in the air. Everyone's cranky today. Hey, Kathy. I was going to set the live earlier for tonight, but Vincent come running in here and he's on call and I didn't know that. And he was like, I got to get on the computer. He's like, someone wrote me, it's been 18 minutes. It's like a, high priority call. And I was like, what am I supposed to do? So I was like, do I go to the other room? So I was going to go to the other room and then he was done. So then I came back over here. And I hate this cold weather too, Kathy. I hurt. Yeah. I hurt my bones too. Yeah. I hear you there. my physical therapist was like, "Do a 10-minute walk or like a 5-minute walk twice or a 10-minute walk." And I could do 10 minutes. I could do probably 40 minutes if I need to on the walking pad. If I'm watching something, I'm usually good. But he said for me to really listen to my body, and I'm not good at doing that. I'm ever since my accident, I every time I go to a doctor, I could be in so much pain, I'm crippling over, and I'll be like, "I'm good, I'm great," like to their face. I'm bad about that, and he knows that. So I did that actually on the treadmill, and I walked for let me see, I think I have is it right here? It's like somewhere right here. It was crazy, like how like I didn't walk that far. I was like, "Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We gotta get me back on walking." Okay, so yeah, I walked 2.5. Oh, I was on it for 2.5, like the speed, and 3 minutes and 30 seconds, mild pain in right leg, and my mild pain is probably really, like, painful to some, but, I'm pretty good with pain, I think, anyway. Yeah, what's P oh, POTS? Do you have POTS, Kathy? 'Cause that's what they say. Like, my counselor says she swears by that. She's like, "You have POTS, I know you do." Me too, Kathy. Me too. I've been sick, and they can't figure out what's going on with me neither. But every time they send me somewhere, they're like, "This is what's going on, though." Like, not it has nothing to do with what's, like, the reasoning is, but it's just crazy. I feel like I have, long C, the C word, 2020 C, but I never had that I know of. I didn't have the virus, as far as I know. Oh. Oh, so do you maybe you have that long COVID. Oh, Kathy, that makes me so happy to like, I hate that you went through bad stuff, but I'm glad that this chat was there for you. Yeah, because that's what they like, when I read the side effects for that, it was me all day long. I mean, I've been having night sweats, I've been having all of it, and I, told my doctor, and I don't know what he even said about that actually, because I was like, "I don't know if I had it." Like, Vincent thinks that we may have had it, but where are we don't go anywhere, right? I mean, we do, but we don't. Like, we don't go and hang out with friends very often because we live so far away from everybody. We live, like, an hour and a half from my family. We live a 6-hour plane ride, 4 time zones away from his mom or 3. So, we just don't really see a lot of family or a lot of people that we know very, very, like, very much. And back then we really didn't. But I did go back to work in a store after we were allowed to, go back to work. And the place that I was working at, they didn't give us anything. No hand sanitizer, no Lysol, no nothing. And we were supposed to have hand sanitizer on the counters, face masks, all that. We had to, as managers, we had to buy that. We even had to buy our own face masks. I was like, this, and the store sold face masks. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It was so crazy. They would sell the mask. They were selling them for like $12.99. Then they bumped them up to $14.99, and they weren't that great. They were like horrible. They were so thick. And I don't know. I got the ones from Old Navy, and those ones were so good. I kept one just as a souvenir. Might show my grandkids if I ever have grandkids. Or maybe I'll show my great niece and nephews. And hey, Casey, I'm still going through the names. See, I didn't have it. I know I didn't. I think I would know that. You know what I mean? Like, I think I would know if I had it. But they said some people didn't. They just didn't know. They just did. They just didn't know. Hey, Crime Kitty. Hey, Marcella. How you doing? How are you doing, Marcella? I love your name. That's such a pretty name. So I can sneak outside. I read your other message. That's funny. Not being we're just using your hands. That's so funny. Do your kids come and see you, Kathy? I hope they do. I swear, some of them kids, they leave the nest and they leave the nest. They don't. I'm talking to you, Anthony. You know who you are, my brother. He left the nest and was like, where did he go? You know, I mean, he just was so busy. He just got so busy with life. You know, all of a sudden, my brother was like, he literally went from like living with us to like 6 months later, it was like he was married, baby on the way. You know, it was just crazy. So then it was up to me to take care of my mom, which was fine. I thought about it today, and I would do it all over again in a heartbeat. If she was still alive, I would still live with her to this day. I mean, I would have never met Vincent, which would be like, what that would, I mean, you know, it's like, which is worse because I love Vincent so much. I love him. He's a good man. But yeah, I was thinking about it earlier. I was like, I would still live with her. I was tell me in the chat if your mom was around, would you go back and live with your mom? I would. Not now. Not that I have Vincent. Okay, let me. If I didn't have Vincent, I would. Now that I have him, I mean, she would have to come live with me. But yeah, but I would definitely live with her again. It's your mom, you know. I don't know. Whenever your home is like I don't know. When you get older, it's just that's like a safety place, you know. Whose birthday, Ladybug? I didn't see today's my husband. Oh, my husband's birthday. It actually starts another birthday week. Tomorrow's his son's birthday, and Wednesday's his daughter and my granddaughter's and my grandson's. Oh my goodness. Ladybug, you're going to be broke by the end of the week. That's a lot of birthdays. Oh. Well, happy birthday, Ladybug's husband. Mr. Ladybug. I don't even think I know his name. It's Mr. Ladybug. And tell him all we said happy birthday. That's April for you, Kathy. Yeah. Hey, Tracy. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, baby girl. Hola. I'm just going through the chat. I'm just seeing who's all here. I'm just slow. I'm allowed to be slow tonight. We're just doing a Q&A. Look at me. Look at me not having to, like, be looking at 50 million screens at once. We haven't had a Q&A in a while. So I thought, you know what? We have new people. We have new subscribers. Why not do a Q&A? Just talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Whatever's going on the streets, whatever's going on in your streets, whatever you guys want to talk about. Your birthday's November 3rd. That's coming up. It's 27th. Mine was the 17th, and now that it's gone, I'm still 39, but that's what we're gonna say. Oh, I do go to the doctor tomorrow. I wonder if they'll give me one of them bracelets. I don't know, Lisa. So I know that he name dropped Peru, right? That one of the inmates in the prison. So I think that he's probably still in segregation. They may have moved him from the medical unit into another part of segregation now because I mean he's not needed there, and especially if they need the room for someone else, right? They probably will. Anything good, Renee, on that case? I haven't seen anything coming out. Hey, Diane. And I haven't heard from Ishi in a while. Thanks, Mary Beth. I love these glasses so much. I have to get a new pair, and I don't think they sell these ones anymore. I need bifocals, they said. They didn't tell me that. She told me without telling me. I don't think doctors want to tell you that you need bifocals because I think people think they associate both bifocals with people being old. And I did. My mom had bifocals. So she said, well, I think you need like a different prescription on the top than on the bottom. That's how she worded it. I said, you mean like a bifocal? And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going blind. And so I take care of Vincent. I make him take care of himself. I do take care of him, but you know what I mean? I'm like, take care of yourself because you're my eyes and everything when I get older. Hey, Angel. Hey, Aries. How you doing, Aries? Mary Beth, there is nothing wrong with that. There are so many people on this platform that need to do that. And by people, I mean creators. And by people, I mean subscribers. There's just, some cases really can get to your mental health. Um, Idaho, it did. I mean, you if you guys were here since the beginning of Idaho, then I mean, I was a different person in 2022. No, not 2022. I was good 2023, the first half from like January to April. I was like, I should have probably taken a break, to be honest. I mean, I did take a break. Remember, I took a vacation, but that was after I cracked and I cried and I screamed all on the same live, all in the same 5 minutes. Vincent was in the other room. He was like, "Oh my God." He had never seen he had never seen me do that before, like go from crying to being mad. Cause when you're like crying because you're so angry, like you're just crying. And then so then you get mad that you're crying. So then you yell. Hey Diane. I'm just gonna be saying hi to people all night. So I haven't got to the bottom. But that's fine with me. You have POTS. My counselor, she tells me, I give her my symptoms and she's like, you have POTS. Oh, I've never heard of that one. Elhurst, Danlos. I've never heard of that. They tried to get me with fibromyalgia. They thought it was that. Then they thought maybe a rheumatoid arthritis because my mom had that. So they sent me to the spine doctor, and the spine doctor, he was a great old man. He's retired now, so I got to get a new one. But he was really, really, really nice. He had to sit me down, and he's like, "You have curves in your back." And I'm like, "What? What curves? Like with an S?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You have scoliosis." And I'm like, "What did you just say to me, sir?" Because for my whole entire life, my whole entire existence, when my mom was alive, every day, I heard it at least once a day. Sit up straight. Sit up straighter. And I would be like this, like pressed against the chair. And I'm like, I can't get my shoulders to roll like back like that and just stay. I look like crazy when I do that. And I was like, they even test us in school. I was like, what? What is going on here? What's happening? And he's like, yeah, and you're too old to fix it. I'm like, you asshole. We laughed and we didn't laugh about that part, But so I have a 16-degree curve in the middle of my back, and then I have one in my upper right and in my lower left. So I'm just a big old tangled mess back here. And then I went to the eye doctor the other day and he rubbed on my bone and he said I had fractures in my face. Eh, Sir, sir. Yeah, that Lauren stuff's crazy, isn't it, Aries? I think though, the more and more I think about it, yeah, she probably said some stuff she shouldn't have said. She probably did. She probably did. She did. Um, this probably gonna be the most popular opinion either. But and I see I see that people should review it because it is something that's happened in the true crime community, I guess. But the people that are reviewing it, certain people, they're the biggest bullies on YouTube. Like I don't get it. You're saying don't bully, but you bullied a girl for over a year. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't even try to pretend to anymore. Crazy burst of needy around my house. I'm surprised I made it. And Mary Beth, I got these glasses from Warby Parker. They're like a two-toned. I don't know if I can show you better. Oh, these things are a little dirty. They just got like a little fuzz or something on them. But like you can see it better probably up close. But they're like two-toned. So I don't know, I'm trying to like make it to where you guys can see it. The bottom of it is brown, like a brown color, and then the top is like a green, like a hunter green. And they're like no prescription at all, pretty much. And I think these were I don't remember. I got these so long ago. I got these like 3 years ago, remember, on the channel. I got these 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I If I can find the name, I'll get you the name of them too. I'll figure that out. Sick and yeah, came back with and you had it. There's nothing wrong with that, Kathy. I usually only go to Target. I Vincent sent Vincent sent me for food today. We've been to Chipotle a million times, right? Like, I mean, we've been there enough to where I got lost. Our town isn't that big. I was so close to it, but I still had to use Google Maps to get there. I was like, "Where am I at?" I didn't even want to tell him that because I knew he would make fun of me. Yeah, Renee, enjoy your vacation. Where are you going? Yeah, Angel, I get like that. Like, my blood pressure will either drop or it goes super high. And they say that you don't, it's like this, what, isn't it like a silent killer, one of the ones that they call that? Like, because your blood pressure, you technically aren't supposed to be able to feel it getting higher. And I think that I could feel it. I don't think I did either, Marcella. I really don't. We did the test and stuff, and when we tested me and tested Vincent, we didn't have it. And the only person I went around was like my best friend at the time, Jennifer, and she definitely didn't have it, like for sure. We would go to like Target and we would just like meet up there because it was like the one place that was open. Target and Lowe's. Everybody was redoing their house. Who's all on Turtle Island, I wonder? And thanks, Marcella. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was going to not wear makeup and then I put a little bit on, just a little bit. I wear, I'll show you what I wear. Actually, it's like $12. It's just this e.l.f. skin. It's a skin tint. I didn't realize that there's different colors though. So I got the rose gold. Look, these look exactly the same. And the pure gold. These bottles, they're identical. But I think it's on the back. I think the pure gold I didn't like so much. I don't know. It's full. I found it in the like in the bathroom where my other makeup is, or no, in this closet where I have other makeup like stacked. And I was like, oh, I must have wanted to try this, and then I bought it again. And I have like another brand too. The Drunk Elephant ones are probably I don't know. The e.l.f. is just as good as the Drunk Elephant. Let's just say that. Save your money. Get the e.l.f. It's $12 at any drugstore. That's probably fun though, Renee. You got a new grandbaby. I need to go down and see my new nephew. He is, oh my goodness. She posts pictures of him. He's perfect. He's so cute. Oh, good, Kathy. That's good. My mom was pretty lucky she had good kids too. She really did. She raised decent human beings. I will say that. Not saying that for me, saying that more towards my brother. My brother is like the kindest, most hardworking, most empathetic person, I know. Like literally. I mean, he's just on a whole new level of being a kind person, him and Vincent. Yeah, it is hanging out with Tanya tonight. Is the force strong tonight? Aries, what's going on the streets? I take care of my mom and she has no choice. That's funny. I was thinking about my mom today because it'll be 10 years on the 30th since my mom died. And 10 years it's big. That's big to me. Like that's a decade that I haven't had her. And like that's not right. You know what I mean? Like that just doesn't feel right. And so I was when I was thinking about living with her still today, I was like, she'd be reading me one night I was ready to go to bed. I was so tired. I was just got out of the hospital and my mom is reading the side effects to her medication. And then all of a sudden she has everything. You know what I mean? And I'm like, it was like 3 in the morning and I'm just like, "Mom, let me go to sleep." And looking back on it now, it just makes me laugh so hard because she was just like, "I have that. I have that." And I'm like, "No, you don't. No, you like, go to bed." Oh, that sounds good, Casey. I'm not a meatloaf fan, but that sounds actually pretty good. I heard that about salt. I think I heard something like, isn't it if you're having like one of those spells, you put salt like under your tongue or you put salt in your mouth and it's supposed to help you, like regulate something? I feel like my counselor was telling me that. Like she was like, when you have one of those feelings, to take salt. She told me to do something like that. Are you still going to? Everything happens for what happened? I didn't see your last message. Do you still have your mom, Renee? You lived with your mom until you got married, see? I would have too. I I would have too. My mom always said that when you get married, you go to your new family. Like she was a really good mom. Like she wasn't like one of those moms like, I don't like your wife. You know what I mean? She was like, I'm always be his mom. Like she tried to explain this to me, when they were getting married. She's like, but he's going to his new family because we're 9 years apart too. So, she had to like kind of school me on what was happening at the moment. Um, and I mean, I knew what was going on, but like, just that he ain't gonna be around as much. And that he's gonna have his wife and they're gonna have kids, and that'll be like his new family. Like we'll always be his family, but like that'll be his new family. I didn't like that. I didn't take that so well. Love you too, Ashley. Have a safe drive home. You're probably gonna be home, yeah, 15 minutes from when you posted that, and I'm still going down the line. If you guys have any questions for me, ask away too. And I'll ask, so like literally, basically we're just hanging out tonight. We're chilling. We're chilling like villains. You guys can ask me any questions that you want to, within reason. I mean, I don't think there's anything I would say no to really answering, but um, yeah. And if you're new to the channel, what we normally do on this channel is we deep dive cases, we go through documents, evidence, timelines of different true crime cases that are usually either trending or they have to do with kids. I do a lot of kids cases, I feel like, but we do cover a lot of cases on the channel. I would say my longest case, Idaho 4. Probably my biggest case, Idaho 4, but I think the first case I ever covered was one that like, I don't know how, like, I don't know. The first case you cover, I feel like as a true crime creator, you learn really quick about like true crime, right? Like people are going to be judging you because if you're not on the platform, right? No one's gonna really judge you. Like, but when you put yourself out there and you have like an opinion on a case or you think something like is happening, people will have an opinion. And my first case that I came onto the platform and I covered was Kylie Rodney. And I wasn't going to cover the case. I just wanted to do a video short because Zav girl was having like a meltdown. Later on, a couple years later, I would realize that I would have the same meltdown in my own chat. She was trying to explain something to somebody and she was turning red. And she was just trying to really explain it to them. Like she really wanted this person to get it. And I was like, she's going to have a heart attack. And so I did a video short and I was like, it was something cute. It wasn't mean or anything. So I wasn't trying to be mean. I was like, someone give that girl a vacation. Like didn't even know who she was really. I just started watching YouTube probably a month before that. And so I just made a funny like short video. And then after that, I started covering Kylie Rodney because I just really, really liked the case. I was really intrigued. I would do them right here on the floor. I had lights I would hang up, and I had like a curtain behind me because we didn't have this door on here at the time. We took our doors off, our closets at one point, and just because like I don't know, the door just gets in the way. So we hung like a curtain there, and then I had like string lights, and I had like I mean I was on the floor forever when I did my lives. Like I was everywhere in this house. I sat up in a stool like right here, facing like this was my background, but it was like a bookcase or bookshelves. It was Vincent's background actually. It was his. So and then my the case that stays in my heart is Madeline Kojikari. That one is, you know. I knew his name was Walt. I don't know why, but I did. I knew that. Happy birthday, Walt. And I love that name. Is his name Walton? Is Walt for short? Because if it's Walton, I'm gonna have to call him Walton. That's the cutest name. That would be the cutest name for a little, like a little boy. Walton, come here. Oh, you're gonna go see your mom, DM. That's so great. Aries, me too. There's just too much hate. That's why we just stay over here and hang out. You can come hang out with us anytime. It's 47 degrees and cold and rainy. Yeah. Yeah, AF, yeah. It's not it's not looking good here neither. Let me see. It was like well, it's 50, but it feels like 45. And it's only going to get up to the highest 58. That's tomorrow. And we got a little bit of sun peeking. But then it's going to rain Wednesday, Thursday. I don't care because I don't do anything again till Friday. I'm going to I have to go to an appointment and we're in my hometown and I'm going to take some I got like this ornament thing that you could put in like a cemetery and it says something like love you always or something. I don't even know. I just pressed buy really quick because I didn't want to like think about it and get sad. So I'm going to go put that on there for her. So I am the head of the class. Dawn, you're right. Oh, kids are great. Good sleeping weather. Yes. Felicity said mine's in April. So that's diamond. That's what I'm talking about. Birthstones are diamond. Yeah, that's what my dad was. And he was April. My mom was July. She was a ruby. Yeah, add salt. Yeah. Oh, Kathy, I'm so sorry. That's too young. You're too young. You were too young. Mm-mm. I'm really sorry. That really is awful. I was lucky I was 30, you know? Oh, thanks, Felicity. Maybe it's because my hair's straight. That could be it. I usually have it curly. But when I just like first wash it, it's usually straight for like a day or two, and then I'll curl it. My mom is definitely my best friend, but we couldn't live together. So funny. Actually, you know, I don't now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I could live with her. Bifocals are terrible. I'm not getting them. I'm just not doing that. I think it's because I have so this is the crazy part. I have 2015 vision. Over perfect vision. But why are we doing bifocals now? Like these little things were like the smallest prescription you could get pretty much. And now we're talking about bifocals. And I think I do have astigmatism. Like the lights are real weird at night, but I don't drive at night. You've had bifocals since you were 11? Oh my gosh, Kathy. I remember when for like a minute there, I think it happens in every generation, like every generation. But glasses were like cool. Remember everyone went like to the mall or wherever they went and got those little like circle glasses back in like the 90s. I remember we all got them. Oh, they're called progressives now. Oh, progressives right onto your blind. Progression. That's what that reminds me. I don't like that word neither. He had a hearing today. Okay, and 2 trials were set for prior charges, contraband and attempted murder. He's also getting transferred to DOC. Thank you. I've been wanting to cover his case, but I just haven't heard anything. And everything in Tennessee is like all locked up. You have to be like a Tennessee resident. Progressives coming soon for my birthday. Yeah, right. Full steam ahead for you. Yes. Well, don't be on the battlefield too long, Aries. Because it's rough out there. It really is. Did you get the new BK info in the link? That bought Web Sleuth's channel for the cold cases. What? And also did the DNA of BK's case, and that's 5 other DNA found that were never traced. Oh, I didn't. So they bought the Web Sleuths, like Web Sleuths, like her YouTube channel or her domain, like her website. Yeah, DM. Well, when I did Kylie Rodney and I found out the day that I found out she was in the car and the autopsy came out and it said that she drowned. I was so far, not like so far over where crazy, but I thought surely because this girl knew that layout, knew those roads, surely she didn't, get in there. It was like 10 feet off of the bank. Like what? You know what I mean? It was like, how she surely wouldn't have done that. Like she would have jumped out of the car or, like she wouldn't have hit that hard. Like, I mean, it really was like, it felt like a brick wall. Like I remember I was over in my bedroom and that's where the studio was at the time. And I got up and I walked and I just stopped. And I was like, what do I do now? Because that was the first case where I was like, go, 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 go. Like I had to know every detail, every single thing that was new. I needed to know it. I needed to know it right then and there, and then to get it out to everybody. And I was doing pre-recordeds at the time too. So it was like a little harder to, get it all out. But yeah, the Idaho case is a lot. And I think it is a lot. I mean, I couldn't even I couldn't show the autopsy photos. Like I have too much of a, and I shouldn't, I shouldn't, but I should, because I think everyone should have, character and like, pride and, stick with what they believe in. And that's what I believe in, not showing those pictures. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Like, I can't screw people. Like, I don't know how to explain it to you guys. Like, I can't lie to you guys. Like, I can't come on here and be like, Kohberger's innocent and he's innocent because I said so. And I have no evidence, but I'm just going to put up a bunch of Sigma Chi photos and, say these boys did it. Like I can't do that to you guys. Like, I just can't be that creator. But the creators that do that, it's like crazy amount of people in their chat. They'll have 1,000 people in there. Like believe in that. Like the craziest stuff I've seen. Like, or people will be they won't even be doing it themselves. They'll be doing Chat GPT. Hey, Christy, like Chat GPT, like I'm gonna start pulling up Chat GPT for all my cases. I don't trust it. I don't trust anything. I just only trust what I can research myself. Or if you guys send me something and you're like, hey, here's a time clip, and I'm like, okay, thank you. Ashley, I know, yeah. You were here with me the whole time. Whew. That case broke me. It was that Linda Lane. That Linda Lane footage, it like just broke me. It broke me. And I think that we were both right in that instance, but me and Kelly D just couldn't. We were just like, nope, we're going to scratch each other's eyes out. What's going on with that, Aries? Is it like, or do they have any like court cases coming up? It's been like a year. Like, I've been wondering about that. Yeah, the old scoliosis. Teriyaki chicken, that sounds delicious. Okay. Okay, let's see. It's a group of inherited connective tissue disorders characterized by abnormalities. Collagen. But the thing with me is, oh, it says extremely, hold on. Excessive joint flexibility. Okay, now that I was going to say, because I'm super flexible. Like, I'm super flexible. Like, it's kind of like, it's not scary flexible, but it's good. Like, I can put my hands planted on the floor and bend down and do all those things. But yeah, I just looked it up and I saw that. I was like, wow, yeah, I am very flexible. I hope they figured it out. I think with me, it's I have so many injuries over my body. I have had my eye removed. I have had, so like, you can't really see it probably. Well, I don't know. Yeah, you can see right here. That's like the scar. So that's the scar where all the magic happened, you know? So, but they go in when they do surgeries on my face, they go in through my eye. Not to gross anybody out, like it's prosthetic. They take it out. So I have a lot of scar tissue there and in my arm and my side from where I broke my ribs, and then they shoved a chest tube in there, and then both legs. And I had like 98 stitches on my legs. So, and then my foot. And so I had like pins in my foot. I've had metal put in. I think it's just the multiple injuries, and they're like, well, is it this or this? But I don't think it's any of those. I think it's just I have extreme nerve damage, just extreme nerve damage. Hey, PKC. Hey, Mary. The Delphi case. Yeah. We went there. We went and visited the bridge. Did you see that they're tearing it all down now? Like the old part? We went to go see the bridge. It's like a 3.5-hour drive. We took our dogs. It was 2 years ago, about 2 years ago, this time, because they were redoing our apartment. And so they were like, you have to leave for like 6 hours. So we were like, well, no perfect time than now, you know? So we went to go see the bridge, but everybody in the chat was like, oh, they redid the bridge. And when we pulled up pictures, it was all redone, but it was like their stock photos, I guess. So when I got to the actual bridge, we started walking down it, because I'm recording, so I wasn't really looking ahead. You know what I mean? I was like looking this way and over, you know, and looking at the creek and to see if you could see the fish and stuff like that. And then there was like, it just was like a banister and it stopped. And then the old bridge was there. And when I saw that old bridge, I cried. I'll admit it. And I'm not a crier, but I mean, I think the times that I'm counting right now are the only times I've cried in the last like few years. Like I don't get emotional like that, but some cases get you. They get you. And that's one. Oh yeah, Melody Buzzard. Yeah. I guess her mom wears wigs too. I heard that. I was like, really? I was actually looking on their Facebook page today. What did I see? Did I see anything? I don't think I did. Okay. There's 4 new. Oh, so her mom left today. Mom left the house and a guy showed up, and just let me show you this. Actually, I don't know if I can show you because, well, I can show you, but I have to turn the music off. I think the music.
Okay. This is another update.
I think the music's okay.
11:35 a.m. on October 27th, 2025. A car pulls up to her house. A man.
I could just describe it to you just in case they get me for the music. But the guy walks up to the door. She hands him a paper bag. So one of those, I even have one in the closet. The little brown handle bags, see right there? Like if you were to go to the dispensary or to a boutique shop or, like a small mom and pop store, they send, they have those little brown handle bags. Well, what's in the bag, bruh? What's in the bag and who are you? I got questions. He's got a California license plate. He's talking to somebody. And look, he says like he does something like, and then I think he notices her filming him. And then she had another one. It's not there. I think there was another one. This is about finding Melody? Okay. Oh, I don't know. Take your drama somewhere else. Okay. Maybe she sold something on Facebook or market. Okay, no. You're not giving out a good bag like that for no Facebook marketplace crap. Those little brown handle bags are expensive. Believe me, I know. I buy them from my store. I used to buy, like, I would buy them and then press them myself. She had another video on here. I bet you it's probably under media, but let me see. If I go up to here and go to like media. Oh, maybe they took it off. This one's old. That's when that girl went up there. Yeah, it looks like maybe they did. Because that's the one we just watched. There was like, yeah, there was 2. Because, oh wait, maybe this is it. Yeah, this is it. Look, she's just cruising right by. This is kind of like stalkish though. I mean, I know the mom has got some explaining to do, but this right here is going to start, this going to get bad, I feel like. If these cops do not get a hold on this and they do not pick her up, and I don't know what I mean, there's stuff that they can charge her with, right? I mean, there are charges out there they could charge her. Charge her with something. Because if not, this is going to be like the freaking Laundrie's house or Quentin Simons.
Okay, another update in the Ashley and Melody Buzzard case. This is October 27th, 2025. This morning, Ashley was seen leaving her house in an Uber. Reportedly, there were 2 investigators following behind her. I got to her house around 9:45, and there was a car parked outside who did tell me that she is back in her home right now. Where did she go? Who did she talk to? We do not know. But I'm expecting someone, either CPS or the investigators, to try and make contact with her again today, as it was pretty quiet around here all weekend. I did clean up the signs that were out here, and I put some rocks down to keep them from blowing away. There was a vigil held out here on Friday evening. I was out of town, so I couldn't make it, but there were a lot of neighbors and the community did come together to show their love for little Melody. Ashley didn't come out, and she was nowhere to be seen during that candlelight vigil.
Oh, that's
some gifts.
See, like that right there, man, what is she doing? What is that woman doing? If she's having a mental health break or whatever, where is her mother? Like, someone needs to step in, right? Like a family member. I mean, the one family member tried to talk to her and she kind of like walked in and like, you know, I would have been following her right through the door. If that's my family member and my niece or my cousin or my sister or whoever it is missing, I'm not going to allow you to walk into the house and just me be like, please call me. I want a relationship. No, I'm going to follow you on right in and they can come and see, they can come get me out of here. The police. Right, Diane? Oh, she did talk to a lawyer, Happy Cappy? That's what my dad would do, Kara. Right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know. But like, I mean, if she went over there now, I would just be like, I'm coming in. Like, what are the cops going to do? I mean, they're not there yet, right? Like, I don't know. I'm not telling anybody to do that. But I'm not telling nobody to do that. Because we've seen this. And we've seen a mother get away with this exact shit. Truancy, freaking calls from the school happened to get the police involved, the child not being anywhere around, but the mother was the last person to be around said child. And we watched Diane Kojikari. I showed you the pictures of her on her first flight back to Moldova. We don't know where Madalena is. We never got her back. So I'm a little skeptical when it comes to this lady, right? Ashley. Like she's not talking. That's good. That's good for her, probably, because if she was out there talking, we could dissect her words. You know what I mean? We could say like, okay, listen to what she's saying, because people, when they're lying, they're lying. You know what I mean? It's hard to lie and keep up a lie and keep up a facade. And that's what she would have to do. But what I don't understand is the cops went there. The cops went to her house and asked her, "Where's your daughter? Where's Melody?" And she said, "I don't know." Or she said something to those lines, or she just sat there, and the cops leave. They're like, "Oh, that's a great answer. See ya." But I don't get that either. Why didn't the officer sit there and be like, "Okay, well, where's your daughter?" And she says, "I don't know." Then what do you mean, "I don't know"? You've got to give me a better answer than that, or I'm not going to leave. Like, we got to talk about this. Like, it's crazy. They just left. I know, Lori. Yeah. A lot of people are like saying that this is a lot like Lori. I think this is just like Diana Kojikari. But if you know, but Lori's case is more popular. Do you know what I mean? Like, more people know that case. And she did kill her kids. And the whole time we were wondering, where are they? When she had to produce those, we didn't follow the trial or anything on this channel, but I followed the case, and whew, you know, why did it take a school? Yeah. Well, exactly, when she's supposed to be going there to get her homework. Like, like, she goes there to get her schoolwork. How many times a year does she go to get her schoolwork? Once? I mean, you it took you a year. Yeah, it's just crazy. What girl? Oh, yeah. 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 She stabbed him. She threw a knife at him. Now, I know a little bit about that case. I know that there was some domestic violence. Um, and I don't know if that part is true. I think there was probably fights, and there probably was her hitting him. He may have held her down, and she may consider that, like, domestic violence, especially maybe like if he had to hold her down to the point where there was like bruises on her or something, because she, to me, does look like she could be crazy. But we could always cover that case on this channel, and we could cover like whatever cases you guys want to cover. I'm down. I mean, as long as, like, I'm interested in it. Like, I mean, most cases I can get interested in, right? I just need to actually, every case I can get interested in. I really can get behind any true crime case, as long as it's like um yeah, just something that there's information out about, like, at least a little bit, to where we could get started, some traction. Then I'm always down for that. I love covering new cases. That's what I've been trying to do on the channel lately, because I just love covering new things. If I could cover a new case on this channel every single night, I would. But the amount of hours it takes to research a case, it's unbelievable, really. It takes me about 5 hours, I would say. Maybe longer, if it just depending. I mean, that's if we're like, on the beginning side. We do kind of have a David update. So, David, so the PI for Steve Fisher, SF Investigates. I know him from the Kylie Rodney case. I've known him. He worked with me. He helped me. He didn't work with me. He helped me with Chelsea Grimm's case, which I really want to go back over that case too. She was a missing girl that we covered here on the channel from Arizona, and he was out there looking for her. So he would give me, like, day by day, like, he would, like, whatever he found or whatever he could give me information on, he would do that. And it was incredible. And he'd come in the chat and he would answer questions for us about it, and just how missing investigations work and how to look for a missing person and stuff like that. It was very it was informative for me because I don't know anything about finding a missing person, right? So Steve Fisher, SF, he's on Twitter normally. He is he was involved in the case kind of in the beginning, like by himself, just kind of like wanting to find out stuff because he was interested. And then he got hooked up with the guy that owns the house that David was living in. And I guess they found stuff there that was like kind of troubling, but he didn't really come out and say what it was. But he did come out with like a big long statement. And I'm gonna have to read that for you guys sometime. It was just like pretty much TMZ put out information, and SF is an investigator that if he sees misinformation and he has the correct information, he's going to put it out. He don't care. He's going to put it out. Like he's going to dispel the rumors. I mean, that's just how he is. I mean, love him or hate him, but that's what he's going to do. And that's what he did. He put out like a snippet, but I guess he does know who parked David's car the last time that it was parked. And so he's not coming out with that information, but I did ask him if he wanted to come on the show last week. And he said that he said he would get back to me. So he's like, just give me, like, let him know, like, you know, this week, or he'll get back to me this week and let me know if he can come on. I know he's busy. I'm like, I know you're totally busy. If you can't, it's fine. But it would be really good if you could, because then, you know, you could help us figure that out. I can even have Crabtree come on. I'm sure Crabtree would come on anytime. Just, I mean, he's, you know. Yeah, so he hired him because he wanted to see if there was anything inside of his rental property that was like that was related to this case. That he didn't want anything. I think that the homeowner is afraid, like, this girl underage was killed in his home, and he wants to make sure that that didn't happen, right? The camera system is only, I guess that it's given over, like handed over, the password's handed over to the homeowner when they lease the house. So the guy that actually owns the home doesn't even have footage of it. So SF's getting footage from like neighbors and stuff like that is what I'm hearing. So, but yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. I know Citizen, I haven't seen him either. Whenever I did see that he helped find, was it Jesse Farber? Yeah, Jesse Farber. And I was thinking about him. I was like, oh, I haven't seen him in a while. I know that he's been trying, I think he's trying to get his family, not his family, his family's fine. But they were having some like which is on his community tab, so it's not like it's secret, but they were just having some financial stuff going on. And so people were messing with him, pretty much, people on the internet. And so he was trying to just get, I think, everything right. I think he's on TikTok. I see him sometimes, like in a chat here and there, but yeah, I don't really see him a whole lot. I think he's just trying to get his family all good, you know, and that's his family, like that's his home life, you know. He did work really hard for the Kylie Rodney case, and a lot of people didn't like him and didn't like that he was working for them, which I mean, I don't know why. I mean, you know, I think it's because this is why. Because he came out with the autopsy, and the family had asked certain creators to stop talking about the case. When the autopsy report came out, I read it, and then I moved on. I just, it was, you know, I mean, it was time to move on. Just like with, I don't know, that's the difference with Idaho. I feel like we'll always go back to Idaho eventually. Like, even when we read through everything, and it's, you know, I feel like years from now, that's going to be a case that we're just going to want to go back to and just restudy. I mean, sad to say, but he did do that for that case. I mean, that's like, I hate that we're going to have to like review Koberger, but I think that the 4 students deserve, you know, all of the stuff to come out and to read all of it. And, you know what I mean? Just get through all of it. Like, that's why I try not to, like, I never skip over like documents and stuff. I sometimes they're boring, I know, and I read like every word, but I always feel like if I don't read every word, like I don't know. I feel like that's an excuse for someone to slide in and be like, "Well, she didn't read this little part and it says this." And it really doesn't say that at all. It just says like case law or something there. Like, I don't know. So I was just want to give you everything. Oh, thanks. It's like a dark brown. They were so yellow. I did a TikTok video, but it's on my second channel. I did it. I think I actually posted it to my second channel too, on here. Like a little transition, nail transition. Yeah, I like I do them brown every like once a year. I'll do them like a dark chocolatey brown. And I think what I need to do is buy some uh clear nail polish because that'll like go away and then they look kind of dull. Hey Tom, look at that. We're having a Q&A. No one's asked me a question, I don't think yet though. Is he still doing he was doing the spirit boxes. Oh gosh, Crabtree, I know. I don't know how he can stand to hear that. I mean, I would have to put I would have to put like something in my ears and pretend like I was listening. There are a lot of fakes out there. There really are, Angel. World Series is going on. Well, I know my team. I know Cincinnati ain't in there. The Blue Jays are winning. Is that what they're called? The Blue Jays? I love Blue Jays because my dad actually. Very weird, but yeah. So I will tell you a little about me, I guess. I don't know. I don't know where to start. Just with like the true crime, I guess. But I've always been kind of fascinated with true crime. If you guys are wondering why I started a true crime channel, when I was a kid, I used to watch literally unsolved mysteries. And I don't know if y'all remember the show Father Dowling, where it was like the nun and the priest, and they solved true crime cases. I even went as the nun for Halloween one year. So yeah. But yeah, I've always been into true crime. I went to school for criminal justice and applied science. I got my bachelor's degree, and I graduated with a really high grade point average. So I'm pretty smart when it comes to criminal justice. Now it's been about what 10 wait, longer than that. It's been like 14 years, I think. Oh my God, it's been that long. It's really been that long. So there's probably a lot of stuff that I don't know, but I need to go back and retouch things. And I think I want to go back and take some classes, but I don't know because I just paid off my student loans. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of I'm iffy about it. I think if the channel keeps growing and stuff like that, I'll do that. But as of right now, I just need to save up to get my little tooth fixed. Robert Stack, yeah, I loved him. I loved him. Man, you guys are all football people in here. I mean, baseball people, football people. I'm not into baseball that much. My brother likes baseball, but I was never really like a big baseball fan. I like the Eagles. I like football, and that's about it. That's really the only sport I really watch. But I'll play anything that I can. Now, 10 years ago, I would have played any sport. Now, not so much because of the eye, but I can still do some. Yours was OJ. My dad taped OJ, the OJ trial. I was like 9, I think, or 10. I was 9 or 10 when that happened, maybe 11. And my dad, we had a VHS. And when you're recording something on the VHS, nobody can change the channel because that's what gets recorded. If you change the channel, that's what's going to get recorded. For the youngins in here that don't know what a VHS is. But my dad, what was it, a 9-month trial? Every day. OJ. OJ, OJ, OJ. And then who was it after that? There's another big case before Casey Anthony. It was a case before her, after OJ. I can't think, but there was another one. And I used to read not the Goosebumps, but the Fear Street books. I think I read every single one of them. I think that if somebody can find me one that I didn't read, it would be a cold day in hell, because I literally would just sit at home and like during the summer and read. Like I would just read my Fear Street books all the time. Chico, as a black woman, OJ did that shit. Yeah, no, he did. That was the craziest verdict read. Those people were ready to go home. How are you going to sequester the jurors for 8 or 9 months, right? Peterson, that's what it was. Yep. Yeah, like, and they sequestered them for like 8 or 9 months, and then they're like, "Okay, now go back and deliberate." I'd be like, "Okay, what's going to get us out of here faster?" "Oh, not guilty, because then we don't go to sentencing." "Okay, that's what we're going to do." Like, that's what it felt like. The people, I mean, it was it. I that was a huge case. That was a huge case. You recorded the OJ trial at work? I wish I still had those VHSs. Yeah, he he was guilty, but man. And then Robert Kardashian, he like took the bag out of the house for him. Like, it's all on video too. It's like, I don't care if that glove didn't fit. You probably just extended your hand. I'm surprised they didn't do that with like at the night shift with Brian, which he didn't have a trial, but it did. Yeah, the way that investigations are done. Yeah. And then Scott Peterson was the next one that was big. Mendez, yeah, they just get resentenced? Java Jones, didn't they just get resentenced? Like, I saw like a clip, but I didn't see it, but I saw where they were getting. Like, they ain't getting out. Yeah, Dawn. I mean, I wonder how much the OJ trial was. Like, how much money was spent on OJ's trial? How much? Oh, look at that. It came right up. Oh my. Whoa. Okay. The O.J. Simpson trial cost Los Angeles County over $9 million, with the largest expenses being the district attorney's office at $4 million and jury sequestration at over $3 million. Those jurors didn't get no $3 million. They should have got. You know what they got paid a day? $6 probably a day. That's what we got paid whenever I was a juror. $6 a day or something. It was ridiculous. I would be walking out too. O.J. Simpson's defense team, including his dream team, cost him an estimated $50,000 per day, with the total defense ranging between 3.5 and 6 million. $50,000 per day. Oh, you better get me off. You better get me off too. I better be walking out after this. Remember he was doing those TikToks and stuff there for a while towards the end of his life. But Connor Joe, that'd be that could be good. Oh, and that could be a good name. Your covered front porch. I thought about doing lives outside on my deck, but then there's always these stinking little bugs out there. Not like in the summertime. It's crazy. Not in the summer, but in the fall. Like when you actually want to sit out there, we get these stink bugs. I hate them so much. Yeah, they all did, Dawn. Isn't that crazy? So, I mean, I wonder how much Ann Taylor made. Like, she's still going though. Let's see. It probably won't tell us. Yeah, it's just the 200 per hour. Let's see. Okay, Newsweek said, okay, so Ann Taylor's being paid $200 an hour, $8,000 a week. Final answer. Oh, who is this on X that did this? What? Oh wait, Grok I just got to Grok. Grok just okay, it sent me to Grok. That's so funny. Okay. It says here, for context, the average hourly rate, okay, for all lawyers in Idaho, that's not what we want. It said she made hold on, I'm going to go back. It says she made $992,000 working 124 weeks at $8,000 per week. That's crazy. See you guys later. I'm going to get my law degree. $1 million? It would take me, you better pay me $1 million too. You better pay me $1 million too to have to sit beside him and him creepily smile at me when he walks in. I got the pictures, And I love your name, Recliner Joe. I really do. There is a creator that has a true crime channel that's like something like reclining something like. I know you guys will know him. He's like something about like true crime from my couch or something like that. I don't know. I like his voice. He's really, I like his voice. I like the way he talks. The teeth. The teeth. Oh, oh my God. And I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to be a defense attorney. I don't know. I know everyone needs to have representation. They deserve that. But I could be a prosecutor. I could definitely do that. Like, I just don't think that I could see me defending somebody. And I know they say, well, you don't ask if they're guilty. I would ask. Do I think Austin will go to trial? I think he will. Well, actually, no, I think he's going to try to probably take a plea deal. Kill 4 people. I don't know. That's a tricky one because I don't know. I'm on the fence with that. I feel like he might get right into like that day of court, and be like, yeah, I'm guilty. I want a deal. It could happen, but reporting live from my sofa, yes. Him taking them on the high-speed chase. Oh my God. I won't forget that neither. I remember my dad. I feel like my dad might have been rooting for him in a way. I think he just wanted the chase to keep going. But I remember him yelling at the TV, probably saying pulling over, but not really. He was probably like, what's he doing? Because couldn't you hear their conversation going on or something? Like, or maybe the guy just talked about it later on. The guy that was driving with him. Wasn't he like in the back? What was that? Who was that? Didn't he pick somebody up or he had someone in the car with him? I can't remember, but I thought he did. And he was like telling the guy that he was going to like commit S and the guy was freaking out. They should, Renee. Sofa Squad, yeah. It was on the phone. Yeah, that's what it was. I think you're absolutely right. Because I was like, wasn't he driving though? I remember my aunt, love her. The women in our family on my dad's side, they don't take no shit. They just don't. They don't take no shit. So my aunt was very wealthy. Her and her husband were very wealthy. And he decided after like 20 years of marriage and her having 3 kids and one dying. And like they went through it all, that he was going to go and like cheat on her. Well, he was driving a white Bronco like that. And she said, I just remember, like, I remember this because I remember thinking that probably looked like the freaking OJ shit. They're both on the highway. She's chasing them. She's listening in to Cher, that song, Life After Love. That's blasting. Like, seriously, this is like a movie. And she's chasing them. And she was in her Jaguar. So she's like, of course I was going to like catch up to him. She's like, he couldn't even get like away from me. And I just thought it was hilarious. I was like a young kid. I was like, not a young kid, probably like, I was probably 12 or 13. I was a kid, but you know what I mean? I was just like laughing about it. Cause I'm just like picturing her. Do you believe in life after love? You know, the song. I could see her just rolling up there. Yeah, he was done for. Yeah. And then he got the dream team. Yep. And then the bag, was handed off to the Kardashian. Texas Ranger, Recliner Joe. I love that. They were on the phone with the car. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, yes. His friend was driving and he was on the phone. That's okay. Your dad was obsessed with the trial too? Yeah, so was mine. That's the only reason why I know any of it. Just because, I was like 9, But then I do remember the Scott Peterson case better than that. And Connor, I believe his name was, and Lacey. baby Connor. And I remember that. And that was huge. And then after that was Casey Anthony. And I remember that very vividly. I was working in Red Lobster when her verdict came in, and you would have, my legs went out from underneath me. I was like, what? We were, the whole restaurant. I mean, it was bad. Like, she guilty of sin. Yeah, you remember the adults talking about it? Yeah, that's what I remember too. I remember like my mom and my uncle, my aunt, they would all like talk about it. Like every night they'd sit at the kitchen table, drink some beers, and be talking about the case. You had 5 young children, man. You have 5 kids. My brother has 5. I almost had to count there for a minute. I thought, yep, they haven't duplicated yet. I don't know either, Bree. Especially with her lawyer, Jose Baez, he was a nobody, really. I still don't get it. And like, she's married. I think she's dating a cop, if I'm not mistaken, or like an ex-cop or something. It's weird. She's weird. She goes to Disneyland. Why is she allowed at Disney? They should have her on a no list. There should be a list of people that cannot go into Disney, and she should be on that list. You can't have fun at Disneyland. Your daughter didn't get to. I bet anybody in this chat would have loved to take little Kaylee to Disney. She showed no remorse. She was partying, hanging out, dancing, oh my gosh. Jessica Chambers. I want to cover that on, I want to cover that case on I just want to cover it on this channel. Burned her. It gives me goosebumps. I mean, anything that's like that, like a case that has to do with someone being caught on fire, like, it's so incredible to me that somebody could do that to another person. Like, I mean, of all the things. And then she was trying to speak and she couldn't. And all the people that the first responders that went there and they saw her and she's on fire. Yeah, that blue dress on the bar. Citizen, I was going to say, like, she was definitely wearing the 2000s clothes. I cannot do the teacups. Me too, Recliner Joe. There's a lot of people that do too. You should see my X page. Everybody on X. Brian's innocent. Something big is going to happen. What? No, the big thing happened. He said he was guilty. I do want to try to do a live. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but somebody said something about it maybe yesterday or today. I saw it. And I was like, oh, it was in the comment section. They said they would love to know where all the kids are now, that are the victims that are still alive, like Hunter and his girlfriend and, Dylan and Bethany and just kind of like everybody like that. And I was like, that would make a really good live or just even a video. Right. So I'm going to see what I could do. See if there's anything online, see if I can find any pictures anywhere and see if we can, just because I hope they're doing good. I really do. I hope they are. Yeah. The other Peterson murders. Wasn't that the one where she fell down the stairs? Well, she didn't fall down the stairs. He pushed her down. Was that the one? Because I remember Drew Peterson. I remember that name. Yeah. Yeah. Her case was terrible. Chico's. I mean, there's another case. I can't think of it. Something of Jessica Chambers. Phoenix Cauldron. I'm gonna look it up right now. I know there's not going to be anything new, but every once in a while I will look her up. She was a missing girl from Missouri, and she went missing in 2011. And her parents have been trying. I mean, they've been trying to look for her. It's just sad. We covered it on this channel. It's one of those cases I look up just to see. Like it's so it it sticks in my head. It's just one of those. There's cases that just stick with you. Florida doesn't claim Casey. No, they don't. Oh yeah, the bathtub murder, the one where she had the surgery done. He was like the doctor or something, and she had surgery like a facelift, and then the next day she like dead. I think that might be the one. Yeah, some of them just get stuck in your head. You just can't, That's me, Madalena Kojikari too. That case just, I would love. See, that's what we need to like. That's what we need to get a group of people together to do, right? Okay, because I don't think I can afford to go to Moldova. How much is a trip to Moldova? I wonder. Trips to Moldova. I'd love to look. I'm gonna look. Moldova. I don't know how to spell it. They're gonna be like, you want to go to Moldova? Moldova vacation packages. 2025 starting from $557. Bundle Moldova flight and hotel. That's not that bad. I gotta go from Atlanta, Georgia. I know a couple people that live down there. I'd just be like, I need to stay with you. Yeah. Looks beautiful. Sign me up. Sign me up. Oh, I know 2 of the main parents. Oh, that. It's always harder when you know someone involved in the case. For sure. Oh my gosh, Bree. If you want to send me the information. That's crazy. Did you say your nephew? Oh man, I'm so sorry. I couldn't imagine that. That's terrible. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button too. As we're like talking about something so serious, I just saw you said that. Yeah, what's his name? If you want, my email's titaniumbuiltboo@gmail.com. I know that he was trying. I know they were sending evidence back in to like get tested, like retested or something, but nothing came out of it. I think that yeah, I don't think that. I think he's just going to be staying in jail, prison. Thanks, Java Jones. It's beautiful over there. I truly, in my heart. Okay, so, and I've never done this with a case, and I've never done this with another case. And even Vincent the other day asked me, like, he's like, are you like, do you truly believe this? Like that. And I truly believe Madalena is alive. I truly, in my heart, in my soul, and I just know it. Let's just say that. I know it. There's other things that have come to me in my head. We'll just say that. Little birdie tweeted, tweet. And I think that she's alive. And so we just gotta figure out how to get to her. Your mother was killed in the Jim Jones massacre. No way, Dawn. No way. That's interesting. No, I mean, I'm so sorry about your mom, but whoa. Wow. What was that, like 900 and some people? I'm so sorry. Oh, that's so like, I mean, I'm not, like, huge into cults, but that cult, that's one I've followed pretty closely. I'm so sorry. I've watched documentaries on that, and it's just that's scary. Yeah, I will. Let's see. It's not coming up for me for some reason. Probably spelling it wrong. No, I think I am. You have to send me something on it. I don't know, it's not coming up for me. But I put in Jim Jones, maybe I should put that in. You're not from Cleveland area, are you? No, this is someone else. Well, rest in peace to that Clara too. Around Thanksgiving. Yeah, mine's Halloween. When my mom passed away, my brother, we're just we have a dry sense of humor, and he was like, "Way to ruin Halloween, mom," like, and so, because it was the day before Halloween. I was supposed to be born on Halloween, so. Oh, Casey, I didn't see that. That's so sweet. A best friend of mine was stabbed to death on Christmas a few days ago. No one was out. Oh my gosh, Bree. And isn't this crazy how everyone has like kind of like a true crime story, and that's kind of maybe what brings you here, like to the true crime community. Okay, let me go back. I went to images. That's probably why. Oh, is this it? Oh, there it is. Oh, your mom's beautiful. Oh, your mom was beautiful. Born 1929. Oh, your mom was 48. My dad was 47 when he passed. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry, Dawn. She was a housekeeper. I bet you she has some stories. Occupation in Jonestown. Oh my gosh. Field worker. Clara is missed and thought of every day by her son Don, who loves her with all his heart. That's so sweet. You were 21. Wow. Your dad was, yeah, 47. Isn't that crazy? 47 is like such a young age. My brother's 48. And when I look at my brother, I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like he was my dad's age. Like I don't know. It's hard to like wrap my head around that. That like in 7 years I'll be my dad's age. You know what I mean? Like when he passed, like just too young. Shanquillo Robinson, we covered that case. That's a shame. I still hope and pray that they put murder charges in that case. I don't understand. We all saw the video. That video is sickening. I mean, it's disturbing and sickening, and it's one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. Like, and I've seen things. I mean, I lost my eyeball. I've seen things, and but nothing like that. That was just shameful. 23 years gone. No. See, that's how we all kind of we all probably get here, you know? And the thing is, we all have the biggest hearts because we've all lost, you know? And that's what happens when you lose. Like when you lose, you know, people close to you, or, you know, so, or anything traumatic happens to you, it changes who you are a little bit as a person. Um, and and with your parent, like losing your parents, I've always said it's you should never bury a child, but your parents should have the right, they have the right to watch you grow up and be an adult, right? And these stupid sicknesses that can happen, or in my case, you know, sicknesses and then accidents, and, you know, just it can like just change you a little bit as a person. But I think it can make you a better person, or I guess you can go the other way, but I think a lot of times it makes people a better person. They're more empathetic, they're kinder, you know, and that's what I don't know. I care about people being kind to each other. Just be kind to each other. Damn. Is it so hard? We only have one life. We only have one life. Yeah, man, Dawn, you broke the internet with that one tonight. It comes out of nowhere. That's something that I thought you would have told us by now. Dreaming of blue skies and sandy beaches. Hello. And your mom really was very beautiful. And I bet you she had some stories. She's saving them for you, you know. Wow. They were killed in what year was that? 2016? And they haven't returned his phone to his mom yet. That's terrible. Download the contents of the phone and give the phone back. Yeah. I was just reading Ashley's comment. 9 years. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, Tracy, it is. Um, yeah, it is. That's what I was gonna tell you guys. Like, I see everything, I know everything. I'm around. But no, yeah. So I tell people there's like when you're a true crime creator, you it doesn't like it comes at different times for everybody, but there will come a time where like there's like a fork in the road, right? And you can either go towards drama, and that's so easy, such easy content, so easy. Or you can stick with your true crime and just keep on going with your true crime. And then you may not have 1,000 people in your chat, right? Throwing you super chats and memberships and all that stuff for you not doing anything but turning on someone else's video and screaming at it. I'll never understand that. But I liked my brain to function. So I like the research. But I do get a little jealous of the easy work that goes into the drama. It's easy. I mean, I could scream and yell. I mean, true, whew, like the best of them. Y'all would be laughing so hard. But Vincent he was good at like one day. I don't even know what it was. Something made me mad and I was going to go off the handle. And Vincent was like, just think about it for a minute. If you do that, what's going to happen? Right. And I'm like, I'm just going to be mad, you know, and then I'm going to have something like out on the internet that just makes me look bad. So I just stay out of it. But I will say this: people that are yelling at other creators, right? If you're screaming at another creator, you know you're alone, right? In a room screaming at a monitor. Like you're not really there with the person. Just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. It's like, I don't know. It's just they're like adults and they're just yelling at each other. And I just say, stay over here. I listen to it though a little bit, but then I have to step out of it because then it gets me upset because I'm like, this is such easy stuff. And they get paid the mostest. Happy Cappy, I love to hear that. Yeah, I know all the drama. I keep my eyes open, but and some of the stuff is crazy. I'm like, "You're lying." They're all lying. Everyone's lying. I'll just say that. I'll just say that. Everybody is lying. Everyone's lying about something. It's so crazy. "Hey, sis, you should have been a detective." It just makes me laugh. That makes me laugh. But no, I don't know. I just always stick with the true crime. I try. There's so many bad players, and there's so much I wanna say. But I just don't, because it's like, it's not it doesn't do anything, right? Like, the last time I said something, I did say something one time a couple months ago, a few months ago. It was just my opinion. It was different than the creators, and that creator was mad at me. And then I apologized because I said, "Okay, I came in hot. I'm sorry about that." And then there's 2 creators, and this other creator went off panel and went on to her own channel and started calling me an F and B and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I take my sorry back. Um, I'm just kidding. I don't take it back. But I was just like, dang. I was like, Just little old me over here." Yeah, everyone is lying. Chico, they really are. I'm like, I don't trust none of y'all. I don't trust this internet. This internet is nuts, and it's only getting crazier. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna smoke my vape. I'll turn my camera off while I do it, though. I do smoke a vape. I will tell you guys that. I don't know if you guys knew that. I smoked for 15 years. 15. Don't don't come get me, Haru. That's Vincent's mom's name. Um, I was 15 when I started, and I was 30 when I quit. And I quit because I met Vincent. And Vincent didn't smoke, and he didn't probably want to be around smoke. He never said anything about it, but I mean, I wouldn't want to be around it if I didn't smoke. So I quit and I just vape. But I mean, vaping is, they say, bad too, but pick one or the other, right? I'm either going to have a cig hanging out of my mouth or my vape. I take my sorry back in a few. I know, right? I was like, dang. But there were people that were in that chat that saw that, and they actually like took up for me, and that made me feel good. Cause like, you know what I mean? I'm not like a vindictive person. I woke up and I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. You know how you have one of those mornings, and I did. Yes. Not being set right. Chico's, yeah. I feel like she probably said some things and she just needs to come out and say it. What kind of cigarettes I smoke? Oh, I smoked them all. I smoked Camel Wides when I first started smoking because I thought I was a badass. And then I smoked Marlboro Reds. Then I went to Parliament Lights, Parliament by the pool, little Parliament. And then I was right before I went into the hospital. No, I was still in Parliaments. I always smoked Parliaments. And then when I went into the hospital 2 weeks in, I wanted a cigarette. I was like, oh God, it's hitting me. And I wanted one so bad. I wanted one so bad. And my mom was like, I'm just going to bring you a vape. I was like, great idea. And that was back when they made them like cigarettes. They look kind of like cigarettes. And she would bring them up to me, and so would my friends. And I would vape in the hospital. I know it's bad. I know that's bad. But they knew, technically they knew. He just scooted it in my drawer. He saw it like, it was like sitting like this on top of my, like, that table they give you, and it had drawers that, like, little doors that would open up. And he just like looked at me and looked at like my mom, and he just put it in the drawer and shut it. He's like, we're just not going to talk about that. I was like, okay. I mean, but I did menthol. So that's what it was. So I switched to menthol vapes because they hit harder. And I was like, I'm in the hospital. I need it. You started on Newports? Dang. Renee was like, I ain't messing around. You still smoke it? Casey, I'm telling you that my vape was a lifesaver. I don't know. I was a smoker. I was a smoker. Like, I'm talking about a pack a day. Your girl smoked. like straight through and through. I thought I couldn't do anything without smoking. Like, I'm not gonna be able to eat anymore. I'm not gonna be able to have a drink anymore. I'm not gonna be able to, like, do this or do that. Um, but the vape, I don't know, it was easy to pick up for me. And I'm one of those people, I have an addictive personality type. Like, I don't drink, I don't do any drugs, I don't do any of that, but I do have an addictive. That's why I stay away from it. And I don't gamble. Because man, I would gamble so much. Vapes were around back then. Yep. They were they were like, they look like cigarettes. And you would get like 50 puffs or whatever, like maybe 500 puffs or whatever it was, like off of one. But yeah, they were, yeah. Yeah, Kay did sound genuine, but like, I don't know. Okay, so what I'm gonna say is about that is I think Kay seems like more like now that she's heard what Lauren said about the Charles thing. She referred to herself and like Charles, which she shouldn't have done that. That's so totally wrong. But I think that is what she's upset about. I don't know if it's from the past. Do you know what I mean? And I don't want to say anything bad about her daughter at all either, because I think her daughter was really sweet last night. I thought she was very sweet. But she said she had to send her super chats for her name to be read. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to take up for anybody. I'm really not. But maybe did Lauren have to like everybody in the family? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I know it's bad to say. I'm gonna get canceled for this. But I mean, do you know what I mean? Like at the same time, it's like I don't know what's going on. Like, do I think she was doing some shady stuff? Probably. Do I think she was doing it because she wanted her channel to grow? Absolutely. Right. And I don't know. I just feel like everybody's went after her so hard. And I feel like, yeah, she's a dumbass. She made some mistakes. And so did John. And so did, I think everyone did. And like, I think everyone did. I don't think the TikToks were right to do in the same aspect. You know what I mean? But I think that she's probably talked about a lot of people behind the scenes. And a lot of people do that. I don't talk to nobody behind the scenes, to tell you the truth. I really don't. I think Ashley Higgins is the only person I talk to. And Ashley, you know me about texting back. I'm terrible at it. I'm the worst. I'm the worst at it. But like, really, like, I don't know. But I do think Kay is honest. I think that, I love Kay Woodcock. I think that she is a badass of a woman. I've always thought that. I think her husband is an amazing, exceptional man. I think they have a good family, and a bad seed just got in, right? You know what I mean? Like they just had a terrible, terrible person enter their lives. And it's sad. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yes, Kay and Larry, they are. I mean, you guys know me. There's certain songs that JJ used to love. And when I hear them in the car, because I have them on my Pandora, just happen to have them, I blast that music and I will be singing and I'll be grooving. And yeah, see, that's me too. Like, why would you drop the RO if it was that important, right? And then do a 9-hour live. It didn't get in front of anything. I don't think she thought this was going to happen, though. I don't think she thought everybody was going to descend on it, right? Kendall Francois? No, Oh, so she's the hidden true crime. Okay, so a lot of people over here probably don't know. So hidden true crime, Lauren and her husband, they have a channel together. They have about 350,000 subscribers, something roughly like that. She said, basically, she said that the people had text messages of hers and they were going to like expose her text messages, and she would vent these people, and she did like a 9-hour live, and it was all about her. It was very weird. It was very weird. In the beginning, I commented in that live. As a person that has never seen drama from this creator and seeing her crying like that, I was like, who the hell did this to you? I'm gonna go get him. Like, I mean, I was like, I don't really watch her, but I was subscribed. You know what I mean? Like, I I looked up to her like as a person that I thought was credible, right? And then come to find out, we're hearing now that she was talking about family members maybe behind their back, victims' families behind their back and doing the mostest, like dirty stuff, dirty stuff. Um, do I think she needs to like everybody in the world? No, I don't. But I think she did some dirty things and I think they're going to come to light. And if I was her, I would have just been like, this is what I said. Um, but maybe it's just too much, right? Maybe there's just too many things that were said and she doesn't know which one to say that she said. Like, right? Like, I think she might have said maybe she said some bad things about victims. And I mean, we know that and their families. Now, I don't know. Will we see those? I would love to see those messages. You know what I mean? Right. Chico, me too. Yeah, she had my sympathy, like, the first, like, 20 minutes of that live, I was watching it, I was about to fall asleep, and I was like but I couldn't. I was just like, "Oh my god, who did this to her?" Right? I think we all thought that, like, at first, until we started reading through things and then you find out who you find out it's Kay Woodcock. Like, when I didn't know that, um, Fresha, is that her name, Fresha? I didn't know that that was Kay's daughter. I had no clue. I had no clue that Kay had a daughter for some reason. When I was like big into the Lori Vallow case, it was more in the beginning, you know? So I didn't really know like the family as much. Like, I mean, I knew like Kay and Larry, of course, but I didn't know like their extended family. And so when she came out last night, I'm like, who is she? Like, I'm kind of like, I'm trying to figure it out. And then I heard her say Kay, and I'm like, surely she's not talking about Kay Woodcock. I really thought that. Like, I was like, surely she's not talking about Kay Woodcock. And then all of a sudden, whoop, Kay pops up, and I'm like, oh, and the voice, I was like, oh my goodness. Like, I couldn't believe it. I think I watched one video they did too, Casey. It was way back when. I don't even know what case it was. She did good on Delphi. Yeah, and that's what I don't know. It's just weird. It's just all weird. Yeah, Dawn, like she's in a trance or something. Well, when I showed Vincent the text messages, those 2 text messages today, he said, "This sounds like the same person." I was like, "I don't know. I mean, take with that with what you will, but" Okay, so Kay Woodcock is, JJ Vallow's grandmother, and she raised him until Lori adopted him. And she was very big. Kay is Charles's sister, right? Am I getting that right? Yeah, Charles's sister. Um, yeah, she's had a channel, yeah. She's really yeah. She's, she's super nice. She is super nice. I can tell she could be, like, a little sassy when she wants to, and I like that. I like that. I mean, and she's related, like, she's one of the Woodcocks, so of course she's gonna have sass and pizzazz, you know, but, like, I didn't know that that's who that was until she said it last night. I was like, oh, because I didn't know who I never heard of her. And then I was, like, going through her videos, and I'm like, she has a lot of videos. It's like that all across the board, though. I feel like it takes sometimes, people it takes just a little bit of I feel like I have a slow start almost. Not I mean, my numbers are fine, but, like, other people have been on the app shorter and have bigger numbers than me, but I do a lot of lives. I think that's where, you know. Yeah, Kresha. Is that her name? Did I say Fresha? Kresha, yeah. Did I say Fresha? I think I called her Fresha. If I did, I'm sorry. Kresha, yeah. I didn't know that that was, yeah, Kay's daughter. I was like, wow. But when I looked at her, like, when you look at her, you can tell she is something from hell. I know. talk bad about Kay, right? Like that, I mean, of all the people. So then it asks the question, what would she say about a little old person like me? You know what I mean? Like somebody that's not bringing her in money and bringing her in views. Yeah, Ashley, I didn't even know about her. I like her. What about the rest of them? More people knew what was happening. Man, I hope, isn't she going to do another live? I think she is. She was so cute last night. I wanted to tell her how to turn it on slow mode so bad, but the chat was going so fast. I was like, if I even try to attempt, I was going to do like all caps and be like, this is how you do it. But I felt so bad. I was like, man, I wish that like I could just like get into her StreamYard, like just to be like, hey, this is how you do it. Because like I would want that someone to do that for me, you know? So what happened to so did her stream get like struck while she was streaming it, or was it afterwards? Never been in a live in person till last night. Yeah. She was cute. She's like, I've never had this many people in here. It was cute. It was. Because I mean, like, you know, it was just cute. It was shortly after. That's wrong. Because I woke up to watch it this morning and I didn't think to record it, right? And in my mind, I was like, I never record, right? But I was like, should I? And then I was like, no, because I thought maybe they'll get out there like their piece and then they'll want to take it down, right? I thought maybe that could be it. And then I saw all the screenshots of like saying taken down by Hidden True Crime. And I'm like, that's crazy. Because when I went to the video, it just said taken down, like, you know what I mean? Or like like unavailable. So then I was in Alex Erickson's live earlier and she showed me the screenshot and I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, like so messed up. You do a 2-hour, 3-hour live. I don't know how long it lasted. That takes a lot out of you, especially if you're talking about a trauma that you went through. Like, that's why I haven't talked about my car accident yet on this channel. Like, I've been here 3 years. I've talked about it like once way back when, but I haven't told you guys the full story of it yet. But that's because after I do that, I will be sleeping for the rest of the day because it literally just sucks the like life and energy out of you. Like, just talking. I mean, you know, you feel better afterwards, but you feel like exhausted. Like, you know, like just like, oh, I can like put that away, right? I like the channel. I like the difficult research. I like the name. Well, tell her I'm really sorry because that really sucks to have a video taken down like that. I mean, it was 5 hours. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I wish I would have been able to listen in more. I just went to sleep because I was so tired. Right? It does look like you're trying to silence victims. It's like it's everything she's doing is making it a little bit worse, right? Instead of making it better. Like, I think we all thought maybe after the 9-hour live, I think we were all like, she's kind of cuckoo. But I think we all were like, okay, John's reasonable, right? He's going to be the reason here. He's going to be the rationale that we need. And then he comes on for 4 hours almost talking about Brad Pitt. I was said Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt. And how, although he abused his children, he's still a great actor. So just because Lauren did all these things, she's still a great journalist. And we should look past that. If my husband, Vincent, ever said something like that with me sitting beside him, we would have to turn the camera off. It was a pre-recorded. I would have backhanded him right then and there. I really would have. I'd been like, what'd you just say, boy? Just kidding. I do that, but you know. Yeah, well, the Brad Pitt thing is because he abused his kids on that plane that one time when he was drinking. But now he's back into acting. He's trying to say people are like looking away from that and they're letting him act still. I mean, it was just, they're both cuckoo. Everybody's cuckoo around here. I think she probably does feel better. There was I didn't see one person in that chat that wasn't for her. I'm sure there were people in there, you know what I mean? But I didn't see it. And I was looking at the chat. I know. I just want to know what happened. Yeah, right? Yeah. I mean, like, it's just like, it just made no sense. It's just crazy. People can't use their words on the internet. If I don't know. I just couldn't picture myself screaming. And I know I'm not about Crush. She wasn't doing this. But people just like screaming at like their camera. It's like there's nobody there. You're not screaming at anybody. Especially when your camera's off. Then I'm even more like, oh my goodness. But no, I hope she does feel better. I hope that she does because I feel bad that I didn't even know about her. I think it's because my attention wasn't even I didn't even get into Charles's case that much, right? Um, I think we covered a little bit of it on the channel, like the case. I think we did a couple lives, but we didn't dig deep, right? Like I was digging deep when it first happened. And then when the trial happened, we weren't able to view it. It was just like through transcripts and like tapes or whatever. So I just didn't think that it would do well. I really didn't think that anybody in our group was following that case that closely to where people would listen to just the tapes and not have a visual, which sucks because I probably would have listened to them. Yeah. It was aired. Yeah. She might, I mean, she might as well let the Long Crime Network have it. She should have. Right? I mean, and then I heard Annie Elise's name. What the hell? I heard that I was like, what? Which I mean, I know that she's been in the drama field before. I mean, she's hung out with the Glare and stuff, and he used to be a drama channel, kind of like a drama channel. So it's crazy. Kendall Ray's expecting her second baby. I love Kendall Ray. When her husband took over for her when she was pregnant with their first baby and he was reading her stories for her. Oh my gosh, I loved it. I loved it so much. It's crazy. That's what I mean, Citizen Sleuth. She should have just let Long Crime. No one probably would have even seen that. Like, it wasn't going on their main channel, I heard. I heard it was going on like their sister channel, like their court channel, like where there's just court cases. I mean, not a lot of us sit around and watch court cases all day unless we're in a chat. We don't go to court TV and just sit there and hang out and watch crime. Like, I don't anyway. I don't think people do. People might. But I don't think she would have been as seen, right? And she was saying it's because of her son and this. No, they would have not put her son on camera. And they would have blurred out his voice probably too. Big enough whiteboard, enough string. I know I'm going to need that. I'm going to need the string over here. That's so exciting. Right? You protect that child. I wonder where he was when they were filming that 4-hour live. Just curious, actually. Did anyone else think of that? Where was their kid? How old is their kid? 9? 8? I don't know how old he is, but where was he when they're doing the 4-hour live talking about Brad Pitt? That's really cute. My ex got married, so my kids have a 2-year-old stepsister. My kid is over here stuffing plastic eggs with puppy dog pals. All bribery for when she loots his room. She could be like, tell him to be like, can't even think of her name right now. Olivia, and give out just popcorn kernels. Yeah, they're hiding in hotel rooms, making videos. It's crazy. She does look like she's a little sedated to me. Even though she was crying and stuff, like, you can cry and still be sedated. Like, she just seems like, I don't know, there's just something. You have a 6-year-old baby sister? Surprise. That's so funny. Oh, I bet you people think that she's yours. Yeah, I think that those are good creators. There are some good creators on this platform. Just it's and for me, I just don't talk to a lot of creators um because of not things like this. Because I don't say I don't do that to victims. I would never ever. Oh my goodness, I couldn't even imagine. Um but you do vent. You know, you do vent when you talk to people, another creator. I not like that, but you know what I mean, just like venting in general. Now that I could see, but this is just what were you doing, Lauren? Were you don't like true crime. You don't like court cases. That's what it is. You were bored at court because you were there for, 8 to 10, 16 hours a day or whatever. So you're bored. So you're like, I'm just gonna start some shit. I'm just gonna talk some shit. 35-year-old son has a stepbrother that's 17. Me and my brother are 9 years apart. I thought that was a lot. He cut Sour Patch Kids into tiny little pieces. Ha ha. He said that little girl acted like she won the lottery. Oh, he's making her whole day. You know, kids are so much fun. I'm gonna go and surprise my best friend on Friday, and I'm gonna go visit her after my appointment. You want to hear something? You want to hear something before I get off here tonight? I'm gonna give you guys a story. This is a story. You want to hear a story? Okay. Do you guys remember a couple weeks ago when I told you that my best friend got me a cleaning service? And they were going to come clean either 3 floors or they would clean 3 pieces of furniture. I got all excited. I said, "How does she know I love clean stuff. That's my thing." Um, I wrote her and I told her thanks. She acted like I still haven't told her what happened. Like, so I don't know. I just it was kind of weird. She was like, "Oh, you're welcome, blah blah blah." Okay. So they were supposed to come up 3 weeks ago or like a month ago. I don't know. It was like 3 weeks ago. They were supposed to come up. I think it was 3 weeks on a Monday. I moved everything away from the couch. I took everything off the bed, like all the bedding. I took it all off, although I just put the bedding on there the day before, but I wanted it all off so that they could do the mattress, our couch, and we were going to have them either do like this chair in here or like if they would do our kitchen chairs, whichever they would do. And they didn't show up, right? Didn't show up the first time. No, nothing. Okay. So she told me she's like, we'll call and leave you a voice message the day before, but don't worry about like if you don't call us back, we'll come between 4 and 8 was the first time slot. Or 5 and 8. 5 and 8. That's what it was, 5 and 8. And she's like, we'll just show up. So then I call her the next day or 2 days later because she doesn't call me. Doesn't call and tell me nothing. I call her. I said, "Hello, lady," that I don't know your name, but you're the only lady that works there that answers the phone. I said, "You didn't show up." She goes, "Yeah, your buzzer wasn't working." I said, how about that? She said, "And his tools seemed to not be working when he got there." Huh. Okay. That makes 0 sense to me. As a business owner, you would check your tools before you left, especially if you're driving over an hour to do a job. You would, if the buzzer wasn't working, maybe you check the door, see if it just opens. Could it be? Could it do it? It does. It's a brand new door. They haven't got us the keys yet. So I didn't tell her any of that. I just was like, "Oh, okay, just try to be nice. Things happen, So then they were supposed to come up last week on Tuesday between 4 and 6. They didn't show up. She still has not called me. She still has not called me at all. So my friend got me a gift certificate, bought it, and these people have not shown up to do the job. So I left her as so long of a voicemail that it cut me off. It says you have 30 seconds left. I was mad. I called her. I said, this is so unprofessional. I own my own business. I said, if this was my business, I would check my tools before I left for the job to make sure that they were working order. I said, if I couldn't get a hold of somebody because their buzzer wasn't working, which is crazy because our buzzer was never broken ever, I would call them. Not just say, oh, I drove all this way and my tools don't work. Guess I'm just going to leave. And then they didn't even come the next time. So what I told her she could do, I said, what you can do is you can refund. This was on Monday. So I'm going to ask my friend Sharma tomorrow if she got the money. I said, you can refund my friend her money. And you, if you want to make this right, you can go to her house and clean 3 pieces of her furniture because I don't want you here. I said, I don't want nothing to do with y'all. Like, don't even call me. I didn't say that, but I was like, I don't want nothing to do with y'all. So she has not called me back or anything. So I'm going to leave a review. And I never have to leave reviews. I never leave reviews because I think I left 2 reviews. One was at a nail salon and this will be my second. I'm like, I can't handle life. I just cannot help. I could not believe that these people have gotten paid for a service and they just failed to come. I mean, I should know. People do that. The pumpkin pie slice pillow. Ooh, do they have one like that? I have a pumpkin pillow back here. I've got 2 pumpkin pillows actually. They're the same pillow but different colors. One's yellow and one's orange. Go to Lowe's. Ooh, I will. It's a pumpkin pie slice pillow. That sounds cute. That's so messed up, isn't it? Hey, girl. I could not believe that. I'm like, you sons of bitches. Like my girl cannot like be buying me gifts like that. I don't know how much that costs, but she has kids. You know what I mean? And for her to do that, it was so sweet. And then for them not to come up and like not to show up, like it was like, oh my gosh. Pumpkin pie pillow. It's not coming up. Yeah, for some reason it's not pulling up. It's just pulling up a pumpkin, like a jack-o'-lantern. Pumpkin pie slice. We'll put that. Maybe they don't have it at my Lowe's. Yeah, they must not have it at my Lowe's. That's a foam. Yeah, they only have a few pillows. They have a thankful one. They have a boo one. How much are their pillows? 14-inch tabletop happy Halloween pillow. Why would you put it on a tabletop? I don't know. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I should report them. Yeah, Brie. I mean, this is crazy. I've never ever experienced anything like this. Like, you know what I mean? And I was so cool about the first one, you know what I mean? And I told her too. I told her on the second phone call. I said, and also, I know you were lying to me about. I said, I let you give those excuses the first time. I let her know. Me too, dreaming of blue skies. I have this one. Well, I have this one down here too, but the dog kind of took it. She's laying back here. You can't really see her. They're not laying together tonight. They were earlier tonight though, and it was really cute. I'm going to. Yeah, Ladybug, I'm going to. It's crazy. Like I'm gonna tell my friend Sharma, like, thank you. I love you for that. Bring it in for a hug. Because I know she's gonna feel bad, right? And I don't want her to feel bad. Like I am cool. My furniture didn't even really need cleaned. Like we just cleaned the couch like probably a month ago. So it wasn't like that bad. But I did let the dogs get on there one day when it was rainy because I thought the next day it was going to get cleaned. And it didn't. So I got to take the shampooer to it a little bit, but that's okay. Kara, that's true. I don't do the towels. I said something to Vincent. I wanted to get Christmas towels this year, but I do decorative pillows though. And I love blankets. Not her fault, not at all. No, but she's one of those people that she just would take it to heart, you know? So that's why I'm like, I don't want to like tell her, you know, but well, thank you so much, Mary Beth. You didn't have to do that. Thank you for gifting a membership. Thank you. And look at that. Blue Sky's got it. Well, I'm going to jump off here. I've been on here for 2 hours and 10 minutes. I like this just hanging out sometimes. Shit, we might do this more often. Just, you know, it kind of gives me a night off, but I still get to hang out with you guys. Like I didn't have to think too much tonight. I mean, I love thinking, but every once in a while, you know, you just want to like hang out and talk, shoot the shit. You're welcome, Dawn. And thank you for telling us about your mom. I'm going to read up on that. That's crazy. I mean, I'm so interested. You may have to come up on panel one day and talk about that. All of you guys. That's what we should do. We should have like a story time. Why doesn't anybody actually have a channel for that? Because if you think about it, like we just talked about it in chat tonight, like at least 5 of you said, I know somebody that's been murdered. Like, why doesn't someone have a dedicated channel where they do panels for anybody? Like anybody that has a case, like anybody that has like knows somebody that's been killed or anything like that. That'd be a good channel. Man, don't make me do that. Well, for my second channel. Oh, but I do have to tell you guys something for the second channel. I think I'm going to read subscriber stories on there for like some of this, like some days. And so I don't know what stories I'm going to do first, but I think it'll be fun. We could do like bad breakup stories or like, you know, just craziest night of drinking story, or I don't know, you know, just like a crazy story. I think it'll be fun. And I had a lot of fun talking to you guys. And our Ladybug, I was going to say Mary Beth because I was reading her chat. 22 months. Look at that. Almost 2 years. Almost 2 years together. Wow, that's a long time. Thank you so much. And you're here every night. Every night. A lot of you guys are. And I appreciate that so much. I sincerely do. Like, I appreciate you guys being here. I know some of you guys have been here for years and you're here every night. And I love that. I feel like I'm your Ashley Banfield, but I don't wear just beige. Maybe I'll just start doing that, wearing just one color. But yeah, I think I will. I think we'll start doing this. Like maybe we'll do this one night a week where we just shoot the shit, talk about whatever we want to get off our chest, because nobody bothers us over here, right? And nobody's going to bother us, because that's when I will get upset. That's the only time I would get upset is just if someone picks some of my people. But I do care about you guys so much. Thank you guys for being here tonight. I'm going to get some sleep. I have 2 doctor's appointments in the morning. Wasn't going to be on this late. I have to go to the foot doctor, which is so bad. And then I go to the dermatologist. So, and I hope I can make that one. We'll see. But I will talk to you guys all tomorrow. You guys have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful day tomorrow if I don't see you. But I'll see you guys all tomorrow, probably evening sometime. So have a good night. Bye, guys.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up, babe. Tonight we're gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We're gonna light it up now. just like a spark.